You know what else makes the difference in the TCG? The fact that we have summon sorcerers, and evidently this guy too. I didn't actually think shooting Riser Dragon was going to make any sort of splash in a deck until I saw this beauty. And for those of you that don't know, this is a first place OTS deck profile. He finished 7 wins, 1 draw throughout the entire day. Isn't that nuts when you think about things? Blackwings in the year 2018, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all clap for a round of applause for this beauty. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see this. Now, I do have to give a shout out to Naughty Boy for getting this up for everybody in the community to see. It's actually so cool getting the chance to actually take a look at Blackwings in this day and age. Like, what, the Duels Pack just came out, and I figured Cyber Dragons would have done something this weekend, but no, or even Blue Eyes, but motherfucking Blackwings. Now, there was a little chunk of time in the OCG where Blackwings were starting to see a little bit of success. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that was because of how the ban list was shaping up, or just because players weren't really knowing what to do with things, but lo and behold, we've done it. You know, everything that this deck has had going for it for a very long time has finally come to pass. And working for us is we have 2 Steam the Cloak in the TCG, which makes things even more broken for this deck. Like, I'm so happy that we still have this, that we can do really weird combos and things with the deck. So let's dig on in to our fantastic Blackwing deck, shall we? We have 1 copy of Ash Blossom. Honestly, looking at this, you're more of a control deck than anything. If you see this, you see it. If you don't, you don't. It doesn't really hurt to see this. Just because of what your deck's going to be doing, you just don't really give a shit, honestly. So 1 copy of that. Now, we're playing 3 Blackwing All-Star of the South Wind. So this is a new card, I believe. So it cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summon, you target one of your banished level 4 or lower Blackwing monsters, special summon in defense mode, and then you can banish this card from your graveyard to activate one of the following effects. So you can place 1 black feather counter on a Blackwing dragon you control equal to the number of cards your opponent controls, or you can place 1 wedge counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls that does not have one. Now, I actually really like this because when you're making the new Super Blackwing Armor Master, where this guy, you actually get to do some really cheeky stuff. So definitely something interesting to know. Oster is not a bad card, especially for the token generation. Now, we're playing 2 Blizzard the Far North. This also cannot be special summoned. When it's normal summon, target 1 level 4 or lower Blackwing monster in your graveyard, special summon in defense mode. This is just another one of those additional normal summon starters that allows your deck to kind of do its thing. Also, the fact that it's got that built-in special summon clause kind of hurts in a way, but I mean, they want to try to balance this out. So there you go. You would always use this kind of step into the level 6 back in the day. Playing triple copies of Bora the Spear, for those of you that don't know. Troll Blackwing, you get special summon it from your hand. It's not restricted to once per turn on the special summon, because this is from the good era where we didn't restrict cards like that. And then this guy gets the ability to inflict trample damage to your opponent when you would be special summoning. So, interesting to denote, we're still playing triple Bora just because when we're unloading our hand to synchro summon, you want to continue to unload. So having this at any stage along the way for your general combo setup is only going to help. Now, we also have triple Gale the Whirlwind. Same clause as Bora, able to special summon if you have another Blackwing. This does act as a level 3 tuner. And then once per turn, you can target 1 face monster your opponent controls. That target's attack and defense becomes half its current attack and defense. Now, Gale's almost kind of fallen to the wayside as not a particularly good card anymore. Back in the day, I mean, being able to special summon half something that your opponent had just committed to the board and then synchro out. Oh, this was an absolute powerhouse. But you're using this for the special summon means to climb up that synchro ladder. And that synchro ladder becoming very crucial to you. Now, we're also playing 2 Harmattan the Dust. So if you control a Blackwing other than Harmattan the Dust, you can special summon this card. That's what I like to see. You can only special summon 1 Harmattan the Dust once per turn this way, so they did restrict him. And then, when this card is normal or special summon, target 1 of the Blackwing monster you control. Increase this card's level by that. This is a non-tuner, by the way. So you can special summon this, you can copy another card's level, and you can use whatever you have on the field to kind of start climbing up that ladder. Now, interesting to denote with this, though, this also works with the big bad synchro tuners that your deck is able to generate. You know, treat it as a tuner while face up on the field. So, general combo ability with this. Now, this deck's also playing 2 copies of Qualoot. I think all of the OCG builds I've seen that were messing around with this just weren't even touching Qualoot. I think Qualoot is still something you might want to consider. I mean, it's a hand trap, it gets a 1400 boost, and it can kill your opponent. It's not like Honest where it's restricted in its own way. No, not at all. Definitely something to consider, though. Also playing 2 copies of Chris, the Crack of Dawn. If you control Blackwing, you can special summon Chris from your hand. He does have that once per turn restriction on him. And then once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by spell and trap card effects. Nothing too spicy going on here, but he has a 1900 that does stand pretty damn tall. Now, for we're playing 1 Orochi the Squall. Blackwing, you have on the field special summon this. You only special summon 1 once per turn this way. This card sent to the graveyard synchro material. You can target 1 monster on the field, change that monster's battle position. Yeah, it's just another tuner. And then 1 copy of Shura. Hey, if we can get over something via battle and get some free value out of it, why would you not? Like, Shura grants you that. Now, something else new that this deck got. We got Simone the Poison Wind. So, control no monsters. You can have this, and you have this card in your hand. You can banish 1 of the Blackwing monster from your hand, place 1 Black Whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. Either send this card to the graveyard, or immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon it without tributing. Okay? You can special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except for dark monsters, and you can only use the effect of Blackwing Poison Winds once per turn. And then during your end phase, send the Black Whirlwind placed by this card effect to the graveyard. If you do, take 1000 damage. Only thing we care about here is we can beam this guy out on the field, and we get a Black Whirlwind from our deck to start setting up anything we want. Free motherfucking value, and I love it. It's so good. Like, this is what we needed in terms of a support card. Also playing 2 Steam the Cloak. If this face-up card leaves the field, you get to special summon 1 Steam token. This card is engraving. Tribute 1 monster. Special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use the effect of Blackwing Steam the Cloak once per duel. If this card single summoned away, use sync material. All other materials must be Blackwing monsters. So keep that in mind. Steam token is not a Blackwing monster. It is a Steam token. And then we get 1 value. I know a lot of people have kind of cut this throughout time. Still seems pretty good. 1 copy of Zephyros, being able to still combo off with the Whirlwind's pretty good. Now, spells we're playing triple Lure of Darkness. I think this is extremely important as well. You need to make sure that you can draw, get to those essential combo pieces. Trust me when I say this card is so good in this deck. Like, you dig for combo, you have to get it. Triple copies of Black Whirlwind, same thing, this is what your deck goes on. Like, you have to play it. And we're playing 2 copies of cards for Black Feathers. Banish 1 Blackwing, draw 2, cannot special summon the turn you activate this card. This card's punishing in its own right, but it's fine. 1 copy Foolish Burial. Reasons. And then 2 copies of Hatred. Return all set spell and trap cards on the field to the hand. 1 Monster Reborn. A triple Threatening Roar to stall out our opponent to make sure we can get to that viable game position. Now, the extra deck, I'm playing 2 Wee Witch's Apprentice. Gotta climb that extra deck, right? 1 Summon Sorceress, because combo. 1 Shooting Riser Dragon, because, yeah, reasons. 1 Omega. 1 Crystal Wing. 1 Obsidian Hawk Joe. You can target 1 level 5 or higher Wing Beast monster in your graveyard, special summon it. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets only this card, or when your opponent targets this card for an attack, target 1 other Blackwing monster you control. That would be an appropriate target. That will then transfer the effect to that card. Of course, the new Full Armor Master, of course, unaffected by other card effects. Each time a monster your opponent controls activates effect, place 1 wedge counter on it. And then once per turn, target 1 monster that your opponent controls a wedge counter during that end phase and destroy it. So, interesting fun fact. This card's so good. Armor Master himself, God, such a little upgrade. Nothung. This card is special summon, inflict 800 damage to your opponent, and then 1 face monster your opponent controls loses 800 attack. And then once per turn during your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Blackwing in addition to your normal summon. Pretty good value, actually. Of course, 1 Black Rose Dragon for the board nukes. 1 Sahaya. If this card is synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster's material, it's treated as a tuner while face up on the field. You can only use each of this effects. So when this card is synchro summoned, target 1 Assault Blackwing monster in your graveyard, special summon it. During your main phase, if this card is sent to the graveyard, because it was sent to this turn, banish 1 other Sahaya from your graveyard and special summon this card. We only play 1 Sahaya, that's all we care about. 1 Raikiri. If this card is synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster, it becomes a tuner. You can target cards your opponent controls up to the number of other Blackwing cards you control, destroy them. Free board wipes, actually. Onamaru, god, this card's so big. So if this card is synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster, it's treated as a tuner. You target one Blackwing monster in your graveyard, this card's level becomes equal to that monster's. And then once per turn, if this card was synchro summoned using synchro summons, you can gain 3,000 attack during damage step. God, this is 6k. And then Chidori, synchro summoned, black monster, becomes a tuner. This card gains 3 attack for each Blackwing monster in your graveyard. And when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target one winged beast synchro monster in your graveyard, except for assault, and swatch summon it. Ramming this seems fun. And then the side deck here, we have 2 Called by the Grave, 1 Hatred, 2 Solidarity, triple Black Sonic. Remember, if you control 3 Blackwings, you get to activate this card from your hand for free. 2 Delta Crow, same thing. If you have exactly 3 Blackwings, you get to activate it from your hand for free. And then 2 Icarus Attack and triple Rivalry, wrapping this up. So guys, that's all I have for this deck profile. I will say, this is awesome. God, Blackwings in this current day and age. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm out, guys. Peace. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.